Men, and as usual, I use the term ever so loosely. Hey, I got well, this video is going to be a little different, and I got a special request. Um, this is the story. I got a customer, I think he's up in Michigan somewhere, and I did a set of heads for him. I did the hardened valve seat valve job on it for him, and the valve job, turned out beautiful. The sealing area was just about perfect. Leak checked it, no leaks at all. The heads are very good. Anyway, the reason he sent me the heads was because the bike has this weird problem. In the course of kickstarting it, it'll kick normally, it'll be fine, it'll have compression, and then all of a sudden the compression just goes away and the Kickstarter will just kind of fall through the stroke without anything much happening. And of course the bike won't start when it's doing that. And then for apparently no reason, the compression will all of a sudden come back and everything will be fine. The guy's owned this bike, he says, for 30 years, and he's had this problem kind of consistently, intermittently, for the whole 30 years. And I've seen engines that do the same thing, and generally speaking, it's because the valves are adjusted just a little bit too tight, and they're being held just a little bit off the seat. And depending on the alignment of the stars, the sun, the moon, or whatever, sometimes the valves will seal up just fine and the bike will start completely normally, and other times they won't. The bike won't have any compression and you can't start it for the life of you. But anyway, he pulled the heads, wanted me to do a valve job on it just in case there was anything wrong. And in fact, I did find one valve stem was pretty gummed up, carboned up, and it was sticking. I had to knock the one valve out with a punch and a hammer. And I thought, well, that could easily be doing it. You got a valve that's sticking like that. But, 4 new guides, 4 new seats, 4 new valves, everything set exactly to the money, dead nuts on. And the bike still has more or less the same problem. And I know you're all saying, well, he's got valves that are too tight. This guy is a pretty knowledgeable owner, and he's done everything he could think of. And like I said, this last round he had the heads off so he could see down in the cylinders, could see everything look good in there. Anyway, valve job didn't help. Still does the same thing. I'm going to show you a couple of videos. The first video is going to be the heads and starting the bike right after he put the heads back on when I was done with them. And in the very first attempt, it did the same thing. There were a couple of strokes, and you'll see where the bike just loses compression, and then boom, the compression comes back and the engine starts and it runs. The owner says he likes to drive this bike, and it's not uncommon for him to put a couple of 300 miles on it in the course of a weekend, riding around. So there can't be anything particularly major league wrong with it. Yet nonetheless, sometimes compression goes away and it just will not start. So we're going to show you the videos. I'm at a loss. Send us your suggestions and your comments. Just post them below. The owner's going to read these things, and we're kind of brainstorming for ideas here. I mean, I've been working on Harleys. I'm 67. I've been working on Harley since I was, 16, 15, 17, somewhere in there. So, we've got a lot of wrenching experience between me and him, and, we're at a loss. Can't figure out what the hell is going on with this thing. Can't think of a good explanation. But in the videos you see, like I said, I think in one of those, he's got the valves intentionally adjusted very, very loose. You could feel up and down free play in them. It ain't a valve that's tight. Anyway, take a look at the videos that will be following after this narration over here, and see what you think. Tell us what you think. Post a comment. We're brainstorming for ideas here. Why does this bike spontaneously lose compression and then spontaneously get it back again and yet run faultlessly when it's running. Something weird is going on. I don't know what. Tell us what you think. Again. Okay, this is in fourth gear with the spark plugs out. And that, my friends, is the long, long, sad story. Anyway, comments. Absolutely, I want to see some. I want to see a lot. So throw out your ideas, and we'll let the owner decide where he wants to go with it next, because I don't have a clue. Hey, thanks for watching. Get yourself a coffee cup, get yourself a sticker, join me on Patreon. We'll see you next time. I mean, how hard could it be? It's only a machine, right?